What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and today I've got a very special video showing off a brand new fan-made Manila map, which is heavily inspired by the Overwatch art style. So without further ado, let's take a tour of this fan-made map and talk a little bit about what all it has in store. Now, this Manila map, as you can see I'm standing on here, was developed by Joshua Llorente, who is a freelance 3D environment artist who has actually done a number of other Overwatch maps previously. You may remember some of his other work, such as the Busan or Cairo map, and I'm pretty sure he also did a Rio de Janeiro map as well. But just recently, he put out this new map for people to download and play around in this sort of demo version, so let's just take a quick tour and explore the streets of Manila. So getting onto the map itself, I have to say the detailing on it is just fantastic. It's got that very Overwatch-esque art style where it's slightly cartoony, slightly maybe a bit too colorful, but at the same time just looks really nice. It's a stylized art style and it absolutely is fitting with what you might expect to see in Overwatch itself. Now, I've never actually been to Manila before. I'm not super familiar with the city or the Philippines in general, so I can't really attest to how accurate the architecture is when it comes to the specific buildings, the detailing of the stalls and the metro system here, which by the way, I love that he put in an actual metro system, the trains going by. I guess maybe it's not necessarily like a metro system, some kinds of transit system though. You got these cool train bridges and then this sort of underpass here. Oh, it's so cool looking, I gotta admit. I also love the sort of mix of more modern, maybe even futuristic technology with that big glass and steel building back there. And then next to these more sort of old, maybe not even old, but just more rugged and urban apartment buildings right here, which I just think that looks so awesome. Again, I'm not sure how realistic that is to the actual city of Manila, but I imagine that he knows quite a bit about the city and thus has done a sort of fitting architecture style in that regard as well. I did also see some people talking on Reddit about how a lot of these store names and signs here are actually references to real life companies and stores in Manila. I'll include a screenshot of the Reddit post which is going through all the references on screen here so you guys can just sort of see. Maybe there's something you're familiar with too. For me, it's all new because again, I don't really know much about Manila, but I thought that was an awesome little touch to add in details like that. Now, as you can see from just walking around here, I've basically covered the entirety of the map. That's where I spawned right over there. It's basically just sort of a big loop with this little area right here. The map itself isn't actually that big, but on the one hand, the designer did say that he didn't intend for the map to be an actual game mode playable thing. He didn't design it with the intent of oh, this could be ported into Overwatch and just immediately work. There's no capture points, there's no spawn rooms, there's no destructible railings, which is the biggest red flag in my book. And overall, it's, well, not something that would actually work in Overwatch, but hey, it's just a concept sort of idea of oh, this is what a Manila map might actually look like. And he talks about how he mainly designed the map just as a sort of demo sort of test practice thing to sort of show off his skills, which I can absolutely appreciate, and hey, I think he did a fantastic job with it. So yeah, there you go. This is basically the extent of the Manila map. There's not a whole lot to really look around and explore. It's again just a pretty small location, but I always just love seeing these amazing projects that just the Overwatch community can put together. Of course, I've covered a couple different fan-made hero concepts on my channel beyond the ones I've designed myself. I've actually done a couple where people programmed a playable original hero, and it's just cool to see people doing maps in addition to heroes, and just I love seeing all this stuff and all the hard work that people really put in. So be sure to check out the guy who actually made this. I'll have his art station linked down in the description, as well as the video he did showing off a sort of overview image of the map itself. Definitely be sure to check him out because he put a ton of awesome work into this project and he definitely deserves some recognition for it. And with that, thank you all for watching. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on this Manila fan map by leaving a comment down below. Would you love to see more fan projects like this, exploring different possible map locations and designs? Or maybe you're just a bigger fan of the hero concepts, because I definitely know that those are very, very popular. for. Either way, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your friends if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit up the bell to never miss any of my future Overwatch news and content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.